Welcome to another edition of Helping Hands. I'm Vice Mayor Linda Bartz, and today my guests are Chief John Bolduc. Hi, John.
Good morning.
And Michelle King with Children's Home Society.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. So, good things going on. But before we go into the good things going on, can you tell me a little bit about Children's Home Society and what they do?
Sure. Children's Home Society was founded in 1902 as an orphanage in Jacksonville, Florida. Since that time, we've grown to 15 divisions covering the whole state of Florida. We represent the Treasure Coast Division, and we offer 9 programs here locally, serving the clients in Indian River, St. Lucie, Okeechobee, and Martin counties. And those services range from having our Wave Crest shelter in Fort Pierce that serves 10 to 17-year-old runaways, to having a transitional living facility in Vero Beach that services 18 to 23-year-old homeless young adults. And then we also offer adoptions. We do the safe place signs, those gold signs that you see at the fire stations and the libraries. If any child feels that they're in danger or in need of services, they can go there, and we will send help out to connect with them.
So there's always somebody in there that's trained that knows that if a child shows up there, they need to make a phone call.
Exactly. If they go to like a Walgreens, they're another provider. Those staff have been trained to put the child in a safe place, not really have a whole lot of interaction with them until the counselors arrive.
Good. Big deal. And the transition from being in a foster care through, you said, age 23?
That's correct. A lot of kids, once they have aged out of the foster care system at 18, if they haven't been adopted through our other services, they are on their own, and they don't have that backup that all 18-year-olds that grew up in a normal family life would have. You run out of money in your checking account, you can call your mom, you don't know how your car breaks down, you don't know how to do something with school, they don't have that backup. So that's what we are to those kids. We work on their education, make sure that they have either a diploma or a GED, and we find out what their life plan is, what would they like to do, and we let them know that they can do that. They have to work at it, but we will help them all along the way.
I think that's great. I know that that's been a, quote, throwaway group for a while. And for me, I can't imagine having somebody in my house for some time and then say, oh, 18? See ya.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's all kinds of circumstances that preclude how it works. Chief, how are you connected?
Well, the transitional living thing was what really got me interested in Children's Home Society. Of course, I've been working with the Wave Crest shelter since I started as a police officer here 20 years ago. But the transitional living just really tugged at my heart when I found out that we had numerous teenagers that were still in high school, and they were transitioning out of foster care and then trying to make it on their own. Many of them were either couch surfing from home to home or living in their cars, and the school teachers doing the best they can to help. I heard that some of the teachers out of the high school were actually doing their laundry for them and letting them use the gym to take showers and stuff. So that's what drew me to the Children's Home Society to get involved, and I've since joined the board and got talked into chairing this event that we're trying to kick off the inaugural 5K to raise some money for these types of programs.
Great. So I know that you have some state funding and some federal funding, but you rely on a lot of fundraising, donations. I'm sure you're probably, hopefully you get some funding through United Way.
Yes, I was going to say Children's Services Council of St. Lucie County funds two of our programs, and we could not do those programs without that funding. United Way has been very generous to us over the years, keeping our programs going, but we still have to raise about $750,000 each and every year to keep the 9 programs going, and that is through fundraisers, through direct mail appeals, through grant writing, any way that there is money out there, we will look for it.
and we're very underrepresented in St. Lucie County. Actually, the CHS Treasure Coast serves more St. Lucie County children than the other 3 counties. But on the board, we're very underrepresented, so we're always looking for anybody who's interested in being a board member from St. Lucie County, and we'll take one more from Martin County,
Absolutely.
right?
Through all of our 9 programs, we serve about 12,000 children and families each and every year.
So I do have a question because it's an issue that I'm interested in, concerns me. Those children that are between the 18 and 23, they're housed typically in Vero, Indian River County?
We have one residential facility, but we still offer outreach services. So for instance, if a child is living, or a young adult is living in St. Lucie County, we'll work with them to stay either with a friend or find another roommate with them to make sure that it's safe and stable.
Okay, because I was thinking about school, because a lot of them are not, have
Yes.
not graduated but want to.
Exactly. We have a couple of options. We have had several St. Lucie County students move up to the Vero Beach facility, and the buses, we have an arrangement with the school that they will come up and pick them up right on campus.
Good.
It makes for a very long day for those kids, but if that is their option, they want to stay in their home school, then they can do that. Another option that we do have is, you know, as you can guess, many of these kids should have already graduated, so they're not really comfortable being in a classroom setting with kids that are younger than them. So we have a program called Smart Horizons, which was made possible through a grant from Quail Valley Charities in Vero Beach that gives us the opportunity to offer them a diploma. They take an online class at our facility through our computer lab, and in addition to getting their high school diploma, a Florida State certified diploma versus a GED, they will also get life skills training, things like how to buy a car, how to manage your rent, how to manage homework, how to deal with a supervisor, those types of life skills that many of them don't have and need. And then they also can get a certification in a specialized field, such as child care or security or forklift is one. There's 8 of them that they can go through.
Wow, so they really are going to, if they work at it, come out, in some cases, better equipped than the kids that are living at home.
Yeah, sometimes, but we want them to know that they can do anything they want. They just have to, it is a voluntary program, so they can choose not to do it, but those that do have a much better chance for success, because if we don't help them now, we know that 50% of them will remain homeless, 33% will become incarcerated, and 40% will be parents in the next 4 years.
And that's what it's really all about, prevention.
Yeah, those are tough numbers.
Yeah.
So, since you got to raise $750,000 a year to additional monies to run your programs, that is a big number. There's no doubt about it, a big number. So, what are we doing?
We are holding our first inaugural 5K,
Yes.
and I will let our chair talk about that.
Well, what we're going to do on April 2nd down at Indian Riverside Park in Jensen Beach, we're going to have a 5K run, fun walk, and kids run. I think it's the best way to put it. Kids fun run. And we're looking for people to come and join us. And of course, we're not established. It's our first year, but we're off to a great start with sponsorships.
Yes, we are.
We've got a lot of big name sponsors, Publix. I probably shouldn't start mentioning them.
State Bank, since you started.
Yeah.
Well,
America's
hopefully
Best.
any that we miss will forgive us, because it is the first time, and I know you're under pressure.
Well, everybody's going to go to the website anyway, so they'll see the sponsors on the website. But
And our honorary chair.
And our honorary chair this year, to kick us off, is Representative Gail Harrell. So
Will she be walking in her red sneakers?
I believe she's going to walk in her red shoes.
She did say she would be there in her red sneakers.
Yes. So
that's her signature.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
so we're really looking for a good group to come out and enjoy the day. It's early April. It'll be beautiful weather. It's in Indian Riverside Park. Registration starts at 6:30 in the morning. The race actually kicks off at 7:30. We'll have activities for children. We've got a fire truck coming. We've got the Children's Museum involved. So we hope people will bring their families and really enjoy the family, because in addition, we're also celebrating 25 years of offering services on the Treasure Coast. So we really want to make it a fun family day.
Sounds like a great way to celebrate your birthday.
Yes.
And be able to do some fundraising. So on the bottom of the screen, we've got that website, and I can go to that website and sign up?
Yes, it's www.chs5ktc.org.
Okay.
And that will allow you to not only sign up to walk or to run, we've also got some kind of innovative ideas where people who want to support Children's Home Society, they can, but they just can't make it out on that Saturday, they can sign up to be a virtual runner or walker. And so they get to, do the fundraising part, and then they can exercise however they normally exercise and send us the results. So, we're providing an opportunity for people to exercise and help us, even though they can't be there. And for those who just don't like to exercise, you can support somebody who does, and you can go in and donate money to the various teams that have signed up or individuals who have signed up and support them in their fundraising efforts. So
Sounds like a great event.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, and hopefully it'll be a repeat year after year.
Well, first inaugural, of course it's going to be a repeat. So, either that or it's just a 5K.
Right.
And I don't believe that, not with you guys behind it.
Yeah.
So you've said early April, however, you haven't thrown a date out.
April 2nd, and registration begins at 6:30. The race will actually kick off at 7:30. The walk will kick off about 5 minutes after that. The walk will stay within the park. The run actually goes a little bit outside the park, but it's a beautiful area, and we are going to have great weather, so rain or shine, we will be there.
We will have great weather.
We will.
And we'll have law enforcement there to protect the walkers, and I'm sure.
Yes.
I don't have to worry about that with
It's
you.
in Martin County, so we're working
It
with
doesn't
them.
matter.
Yeah.
I know that you will coordinate that
Yes.
as
We
one
are.
of the chairs. So I think it's great. I think that it's a great, I love the virtual. I don't know that I've ever seen that done.
I've seen it a couple times. It's pretty neat.
Well, that'll be fun.
We just want people to have a way to support kids, because April is also Child Abuse Prevention Month. So whether you can be there that day and walk, or you can just make a donation, help us fight child abuse. Both, whether you're there in person or online, it really does make a difference in the life of a child.
It does. It does. Last week we put up the flags for the children that we have lost. So important to bring attention to that and let people know that we care about kids.
We do.
We really do. This is a community that wants to take care of our children.
We're committed to breaking the cycle.
Right.
We are. But truly, we've got so many programs. Close to my heart is Kids at Hope.
Yes.
So if we are working at them now, hopefully it's preventative later.
They learn there is a different way to do things.
So I look forward to seeing you guys April 2nd.
We hope you'll put on your running shoes.
6:30 in the morning.
Yes.
What I really love is that it's a family event.
Yes.
So that people don't have to worry about, gee, I want to go, I want to support, I don't have a sitter, can't do this. And it happens so many times. So they will be able to take the children along with them, and it'll be a good day for the kids as well.
We'll have something for them to keep occupied with as well.
I think that's great.
Come out, have a light breakfast, hit the Zumba warm up, and then go for a walk. All for a good cause.
Well, Chief, Michelle, I want to thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
And bringing this cause out. I did not know how much Children's Home Society actually did, to be honest with you.
We get that a lot.
And I've known about them for a long time.
Yeah, and that's why we appreciate the opportunity to do things like this, so we can let people know that we're here for them.
And the public can contact you if they need help.
Always.
Or through the schools, or there are
The
ways.
safe place. Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Well, Chief, Michelle, it has been a pleasure having you on today.
Thank you.
You so much for bringing your message here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And please stay with us. We'll be right back with more Helping Hands.